Okay, let's go through another game. I just did, or I don't know when this was from, probably yesterday, a 5-point game. I haven't gone through it. Let's see what is going on. So I'm white, 3-1. I'll try to only look at the important things. Okay. No, this was from today. I just played. I remember this. Okay, so here with the twos, lots of good moves you could make. Coming down with two there, almost as much as anchoring. But here's a blunder. Okay, so what should I have done here? Here is when I should have just escaped, just risked the escape, and everything else was a blunder. I was thinking that was too risky, but I guess now is a good time to try that. Now is a good time. We're not leaving a blot out here. It's, they don't have that many. They've only got 10 in the zone. I guess that's kind of tough. I could, I can't say that I wouldn't make that mistake again. And what have I done here? Now I should have just hit. Okay. So I do have, what have I got here? 11 checkers in this zone. So if I hit, I do have a lot of blitz potential here, and he doesn't have an anchor. We are getting primed, but not that badly. So I think that's when we need to switch from the priming game to blitzing without a productive 2-1. Okay, so here I'm hitting for sure, coming down. So now I'm just worried about making my escape with these guys. This ups our prime value a ton. Double fours then just cracks us though. So I guess this is why you run when you can, is that you don't wait and hope to get him on the bar, because look at this. We've had to crunch because they have more timing than us. They've got these guys back here to handle their bad fours if they get them, but we had to crunch. So, we're just trying to not leave a shot here. The game's not over. Here, I'm not going to destroy my 6-point at this point. You just go for it. Take your licks. He got a double 6. It's a lot of red arrows. So here we should have doubled right now. So I was thinking about this. We're 13 up. There's a lot of rolls that just jump us out there. He's got this anchor, so it's not too good because it's only 17%. And I didn't do it that round. So that's a big blunder not to do that. Well, 118. And then I doubled at this point once I already had escaped, because still low gammons, but now it's definitely a double pass. Let's check game 2. So game 2 coming up. I love double ones. So good. It's a cheat. Okay, 5-1 I played as a blunder. This was an 86. I should have just cleaned up. I guess the score is kind of close. Why do I want to do this? I think it's because let's just look at this game. What's going on here? So red has 11 in the zone here. It's threatening to just blitz, or things are going to get really good for red up here. So what I did was spread out, make them easier to hit me. But really, I should, if we're going to get destroyed, you don't want to have extra blots for them to pick up. So, and this is not that bad a place to put the spare. It's still productive. It can help us make the 4 or 3, but and then still hope to make an anchor some other time. Oh yeah, another thing is this just gives them so many more numbers to hit us from 16. Like now the 6, 6-5, and 6-3 point on us. It's just he's got so many good rolls, and moving up just gives him even more. So not good. So now he's at the point where he should be doubling us now. This is a red double. Instead of double pass even. Double pass because we've got the extra blot there that he'll definitely pick up. But he missed it. But we hit from the bar. That's pretty good. Okay, now let's see if we can, this is turning around for us. So this one was another one where I was considering 24-18 with the 6. And it's about the same. Okay, so even with all this nonsense and all these guys pointed at them, and with the spare there, it's still kind of worth it to risk coming out, because if you get primed in there, you're not going to win a lot of games. Being on the 1 point when they have a bunch of done whatever they wanted to do in front of you. Here I was like, okay, now I've got to try to escape these guys. So this was the right play. Then again, he should be gammoning us here because look at the volatility. He's got a lot of blitz potential. He can, it could get really bad. But so then I was like, okay, now I'm getting nervous because look at all these dudes. Make the anchor again, which is the right play. And then, because he's going to have to move. He's either going to have to jump out to the outfield and I'm going to hit him, or he's going to make points, or he's going to crunch and I'm going to jump over that. It's going to be easier for me to escape later. And that became apparent there. Sure, I'm giving up if he hits me with a 9, but I got to risk that. And I have an anchor, so it's not the end of the world. So we lost our little goalkeeper here. Here, it was like, okay, we just got to go for it. I'm not going to destroy this board. It's way too easy. If I do a 6-3, then he's going to jump out with like a 4-6, and then he'll have outfield control. That's when he has his dudes here already. So when I jump out, I'm very vulnerable to him hitting me back, and he's going to have a great board. So it's just better to risk it now. He does hit me, but then I come back out. This game is not over. So here I looked at it, and I was correct. This was a double take. So you can see I'm behind in the race, so that doesn't make me want to double. But look at the volatility, right? He's got this guy. Like I hit him with 7s and 8s from him, and 8s and 9s. So 7, 8, 9, I'm going to hit. I'm going to hit any 2 probably. And then these are some really good rolls if I get something combination with a 2 or a 3, 4. So it turns out I was 70% chance to win and 14% gammons. But now is the time to double because I either do it or I don't on this next roll. If I do happen to hit him or make some kind of awesome move, then he's going to want to drop it, and then I only get the 1 point. But I ended up screwing up the move a little bit. Double 2s. Okay, so I should have just done that, but instead I left a spare on the 8 and moved up. Okay. Not a huge deal, I think. We've got bigger problems to fix. This one I wasn't sure about either. It's like sometimes when you have a full prime and you got one checker behind it, you kind of want to get an extra checker behind it. You're like, okay, what do I do with this 6 prime? He cannot escape from it. But, so if I knew that they had a crappy board, then I would leave these guys here. And I would maybe just move one of them up and then do the 8, 6, something like that. But they still have a potential. Like if they hit us, we come in there. In theory, we don't roll a 6, and then we have to crunch our prime before they crunch theirs. It's not likely, but it's not like it's not the best situation that a 6 prime could be. So here I should have hit him now. I don't know why. I guess I was still hoping that maybe he would leave a potential shot and I can hit it, but this is just to try and guarantee your smooth entrance. At this point, I'm just doing that. So for this Baron, I'm still a little bit nervous about the race here. So at some point, you're taking off as many as you can. So this one, it makes sense because I want to have an even number here just in case I roll a double 6 or double 5 or a double 4. But then once I've got that, then I just want to get rid of these extra guys. I don't want to, like if gammons didn't matter, actually no, I would always do that. But another move is you could go 6 and stack your guys on the 6, like that. That's if you really want them to come in, like if they had 5 blots or something, you still want to get into trouble. Here, again, I'm clearing from the back. You don't need to do anything crazy to go. We're not going to get any gammons. You got 1 on the bar, so you don't play for a gammon. If you look at our gammons, we're at 0% gammons. We have been. We were back here too. Oh, 2%, So you don't want to do anything risky. You just want to play for the win. And we won the single game there. Okay, third game. So I'm 2 away, so I should not double. I was so shocked that they played double 4s like this. instead of like this, or I would have done, I don't know. Okay, so I get a 2-1. So like right away, I'm like, there's a lot. I don't want to split here because he's got a blitz. As long as I just hold on for a bit and don't get blitzed, it'll look better for me. So I pull my spare down. I put a spare down there, and then I get a 3 again, which is lucky. He should be doubling here. And then, of course, it's worth leaving this 10 to make this bar point. And then this is just, you could also just go 10 to 5, but this is better. It's just moving my point from the 13 to the 9. So I'm blocking 7s. It's not a direct shot block, but it's okay. And here, what did I do wrong here? So 131 blunder. I made the 4 and brought these guys in, which I guess doesn't leave me any spare 6s. Is this what this is about? Yeah. Okay, so I should have made this, come in with 1, give the 7 shot, but that makes it so if I roll a 6, I don't have to escape from the 24. Because if I roll with a 6 and I don't get a double 6, then he's going to have a triple shot at my remaining blot, which is a bad news for the white team here. So I'm pretty sure that's what the problem was there. Here I'm spreading my dudes out, no chances. Okay, so double 2s. I was like, I got to hit. I've got to hit at least. All the best plays involve hitting. This one, you just leave it there. You could either just leave it there, you could switch, or you could do what I did and switch and shuffle some guys around. As long as you hit, because it's a 5-point board, and when they're on a 5-point board, just hit them. Okay, now I should have doubled. Even though it's 3-0 in a race to 5, should have doubled here. Let's see why. 79% wins, 17% gammons. So I didn't want to double because I thought maybe if I get, I don't want to double because it kills my gammons. It makes my gammons worthless. And I thought I would have some here, but I do not. What happened here? The cube. This is now too good. Yeah, this is too good now. But then let's see if I come in here. So the other thing I was considering is, should I be spreading these guys out instead of like doing something like that? And that is a little bit worse because we're just giving more return shots. You know, we don't need to hit this guy to win the game. We just need to come home safely. So he can hit me with a 4-4, a 4-5 if I do this. So I just kept them stacked up because chances are he's going to come in sometime, and he came in right then. So here we go here. I should have doubled too because there's a bit of volatility, and I only have 9% gammons, but at 79%. I thought it was too much action. I thought they would take it for sure. But just I got to adjust my settings on that. Okay, so 12-4, I hit, which is correct. It's a 5-point board. Just put them on the board. There's nothing really else to do except for going 6-3, 6-1. That would destroy your thing. But then you're kidding yourself into thinking you're going to clear a point with nothing. If there's no 6 here, how am I ever going to get this home safely if they've got a goalkeeper? You can't unless you get a double. You're kidding yourself. It's not going to happen. You got to risk it now. And look, your board is better than their board anyway. So if they hit you back, we don't necessarily lose the game. Okay, and then, we get these things. Win it up. So now the gammon, I'll win with the gammon. I'm not doubling now. I'm way too good because look at the cube. It's too good to double pass. 96.79% at 41% gammons. So look, this is kind of like the gammon could go either way. So now we want to make plays in our bear off such that we maximize our gammons. So here we go. So we could have cleared the 6, but instead we go 5-1. Yeah, actually, yeah. Here we go, 3-2. So this, we could have done something crazy and just take off the 3 and take off the 2. But we're not going to be that, we're not that mental because they do have a 4-point board. We do want to make sure we win this game. Okay, 4-2. Again, we could clear the 5, but no, we're going to take those guys off. 6-5's automatic. This is automatic. Okay, now we're in the clear. I got a double 3. Win the gammon, win the match. Okay, so we played 6.78, which is good for me. I'm happy with. And yeah, some of those I just got to adjust. I got to get more experience with those doubles in that situation. And see you next time.